Yeah, and what I want to see for BLG here is Shadow just needs to attack Xiaohu all game long. You just need to keep this guy behind. Make sure he's so weak that when he steals one of these impactful ultimates, he's not going to do a whole lot. 22, you're up. If you're Elk, obviously, this wave coming in, it's more so a little even, but Bin is continuing to get CS leads over Breathe. Here comes a knock-up and a dive. His Shadow is there. Light is in trouble, trying to dance around the turrets, but it's just not enough. It'll be first blood going over to Elk.
And, you know, sometimes Yorick has the maiden highlight reel as well, so we could see that be fine, but also it's always a little bit disappointing as one of these split push champs when you don't get the grubs and when your team just not necessarily sacrifices you to the cause, but when they don't think about your best interests. And then again, you have to remember that Breathe went through this a lot in the first game as well, so this is merely recompense.
Bothered simply because we have push for BLG's bot lane, so they will eventually get this dragon, but again, it's so late that stacking, you would say, would typically be abandoned. However, it is big, long gaming.
Any win that they can get to push themselves into the top 4, especially a sniper way against BLG, is going to be really important.
Here we go. We're going for a full dive here. Multiple ultimates popping. Xiaohu's trying to stay alive. They force the flash out of Shadow. And here comes Tien. Knight is a little bit low, but Shadow is just caught on the backside, slammed into the wall, and he is just in no man's land. And they're going to give this one over to the Silas. Meanwhile, Weibo Gaming maybe wanting a little bit more here. Crisp stepping up very far. We'll be able to slide out. Tien going to walk up, tank everything up, flash, impale. Yeah, that's not the one, buddy.
Yeah, did flash it as well.
He did. They did burn a critical summoner there. He continues to push forward. Elk is going to drop the ultimate down, but the question is, do you have enough damage at this point of the game? Here's Xiaohu and a teleport coming in. Scripps can't quite land the knockup. There's a good Tibbers, and Knight is going to be able to flash away. Bin joins the fight. Light is cooked right now as BLG completely turn it on its head. And here comes Sion. He's doing a little bit of damage here. Will knock up Bin on the side, but Xiaohu is just so low right now. And Breathe doesn't really bring much value into this fight. The question is, can Bin actually get a kill? And I think the answer is no.
Yeah, just not quite able to take down the Lumberjack here as we get to see a little bit of a glimpse, really, of what Elk can do in these team fights. He's on these skill shots. Looks for Knight instead of going for Elk, because mid-lane Light's dead.
Yeah, he's just instantly gone, and Crisp burns his ultimate, and they get nothing. As
4 members down on this bot side. They've got Bin already tearing through another turret. This is BLG starting to come away with a really solid advantage and honestly putting the screws to Weibo in this game.
Again, we have seen a couple of times now BLG have these early leads and kind of bungle them a little bit. Weibo Gaming getting punished for their hubris, though, and their over-aggression. We are going to see an Impale go down as they're going to target out Elk here. He gets driven back, and that's a big kill for Xiaohu.
I think that's their best way of taking down the AD carry that is going to be the linchpin of this BLG roster.
Without a doubt, Xiaohu is going to find himself immediately in trouble. He's going to be able to dash out, but a nice play there to pop the blast plant. The Kingslayer won't save you. Bin is now 2-0, and the Goon squad of the top side gets it done. I think that if Light was playing optimally in this one, that Weibo would be in a much better spot.
Stolen away Zeri ulti means again, big nuke from Xiaohu. You see Tien and Crisp working through the wings. It's not to be unmatched.
Hey, oh, nice play there by Honest. They managed to catch up the starter, and Tien is just dead. Crisp goes in, but there's just no follow-up to be had.
Yeah, and Elk just able to find a quick pick there, and well played with his squad. Doesn't even use the ulti, so he's still able to contribute to a team fight as Tien goes fishing with the Impale, finds 2 people that aren't particularly of interest, 2 Crisp or 2 to Xiaohu. Now they're looking to try, it looks like, and take a tier 1 turret. No contest coming through whatsoever. BLG in a very, very solid position. They'll take the outcome, they'll take the kill, and Weibo say nothing about it.
Now let's see if Bin has something to say about this dragon take here. He's got an idea that it's going on. As he sends a ghoul in for some scouting business, but it looks like he will back off and they will just let this one go and allow Weibo Gaming to break the dragon's line.
Buys them 5 more minutes, but I don't know what good 5 more minutes will do them when you're playing a game against a Zeri. Yes, the scale and fail. We'll just play for a 7-item Kaiser and hope that that'll do it.
A 7-item?
Yeah.
Well, really
okay.
cherish.
Never mind.
I have both Transcendent skins. I cherish this account. Anyway, Xiaohu going in here, trying to get some good damage down on the Shadow. He's got the Impale, pulling him away.
Oh, hold on,
Xiaohu.
Xiaohu.
First kill. Now Elk is going to be targeted. The exhaust is there, but the charm is not. The light, though, flashing forward, looking to find out Xiaohu from an angle, and Weibo Gaming are doing it. They're doing it. BLG are throwing it away, and the Baron's been started, Rudude.
And they've just lost 3 people. They've lost their jungler. Xiaohu's fishing for Knight, who you don't imagine can do anything, really. This is just an Annie all on their own. Ben's able to push in the mid wave, but Weibo, again, just in the blink of an eye, have found themselves in a position to take the Baron on spawn.
My goodness, man. BLG just overextending once again.
What happened to Weibo Baron Gaming? What happened?
Yeah, they waited to 25.5 minutes. That meatballs on the side of Weibo.
I'm a massive Annie hater, just known really, but this is my fear for wires. Weibo here, they should be using this time to try and get gold back. They're still at a gold deficit, mind you. So they are not in a good spot in the game.
Are costing them, and the longer the game goes, the more opportunity there are for mistakes.
Tien though walking in, has to face
hang
check.
on. Here's the mistake. They might have the damage to burst him out. He's going to flash away. They're going to try to chase him down. He will be able to find a way out of there, but this could be the Dragon because here comes the teleport. Jungler's not going to be there. Xiaohu, though, is going in. He's got this area ultimate, and he blows up on. It's a 4v4 for right now, but Tien elected to stay as this Dragon has been started up. He doesn't have any camps to heal over. What's he doing?
They don't have anything to kill Elk with now, though. How are they going to get on top of the Zeri? And they don't have the HP to get Tien in, surely.
All right, well, they're just going to say, screw it, we're going in anyway. Xiaohu looking for damage on the bin. It's not a whole lot. Knight still has the stun, but no anti-ultimate as the Dragon is going to be secured by Weibo as BLG.
Run!
Do not want it.
Elk hops over the wall there and just completely nullifies anything that he can look to do in that team fight. Crisp and Xiaohu, they're still fishing. They fancy somebody who's coming way back.
Yeah, see you later. See you in the next fight, buddy. As, again, we talked about that lack of damage could be a problem, but guess what? Everybody's fine. The question is, can they blow up Xiaohu? He's got the Pop Blossom. It's huge damage as he's taken over, but he finally falls. It all goes to light now, but Shadow is just off in no man's land on the other side of the fight. Nobody was around for BLG to do anything more as Weibo Xiaohu, so strong this game, willing his team to victory.
And now you can see already looking to root up around this Baron. As Ben starts it off, Weibo needs to try and find a way in. Chris puts a control ward over the wall, and now they know that it's been started.
Yeah, it's not particularly fast right now because Elk is just out here trying to poke these guys down, but I think BLG are just sticking to this right now. I'm not sure if that's the move. You do have Pop Blossom, you do have the ultimate from Elk as well, that lightning crash, but it's down below 3,000 HP. Tien is in the fight. Here we go for the flip, and Tien secures it. Weibo Gaming secures it again. Here's the Impale, only on one member is its Shadow, but look on the side. On is forced out. It's going to be a 5v4 for right now, but On is trying to get in there. He does throw the clone at them and say, all right, it's time for me to get out. We'll buy some room for BLG.
Go through. 5 seconds before this Infernal Dragon spawns. Look at the bounties now on Weibo's side. If they lose this fight, that's a lot of gold that will go into the back pockets of BLG, but they're the ones that are engaging.
The Dragon's gone.
I breathe with 6,000 health.
Yeah, he's got 6,000 health. He's got a Titanic Hydra. We thought that, oh, Weibo might not have the damage. Breathe said, don't worry, boys, I'm bringing the damage. We see a little bit of jockeying for position here in the mid lane. On one sin, 5-man Pop Blossom. This has to be the fight. But guess who's fine? It's Xiaohu in the middle of the fight. He finds On and he goes golden. And Breathe is doing good damage. Xiaohu is looking for more, but he's stunned up. And now he's got to slide out. Tien dragging Bin back, but he flashes away. Breathe goes down. Weibo health bar's blinking, but Knight gets rooted up, and he's gonna live. Is he gonna die? Yes, he does. Tien flashes forward. Shadow goes in. He's looking for more. They manage to find one. Shadow goes in for more. Once again, he looks for light. BLG miraculously finding the ace, and then what ends?
It's a triple for Elk in the back half, and Tibbers, the MVP, just destroyed Weibo as they chased down the rest of the BLG members. It's a disaster for Weibo Gaming, and big long games are forcing us to a series decider.
What a crazy game. Yes, it might have been 15 minutes less, but it still had all the action, all the impact in a final fight, where Shadow redeems himself, where Elk comes up huge, Knight comes up huge, and we're going to game 3.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.